y'all know I got a process. I have to find myself on the television. This is so that I can read the chat, you know. Mama's on the phone. She's talking to her brother. It's her baby brother, actually. Um, we're trying to get up a plan for the 4th of July. So that's what we're working on. There we go. There I am. There I am. Ta-da! Um, see, and there that goes. Letting me know. All right. I see we have one person. Hello, whomever you are. Um, so anyway, like I said, Mama's on the phone, chit chatting. She can be quite the chatty Cathy. I'm thinking these sunglasses, or not sunglasses, but these glasses do not do. I'm thinking I really want my red ones, but my husband stole my red ones. Now he says he didn't, but I saw him laying in the bed reading something, and he had my glasses on. I'm thinking these might do better, you know, so they don't contrast. But anyway, Allie G, hello, Mike, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Allie, you did not call me. You were supposed to call me. You thought I forgot. You think, oh, that feeble old woman, she won't remember. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I remembered. We got to set up a time and place for our get together, you know. Pearlman, welcome in. Uh, so anyway, this, you know, I don't know about y'all, but it has been hot. Allie can confirm this. It is Southern Dave, welcome. It has been so hot here. My car said it was 102, and the heat index was over 100. So that's some hot. Let me just say. I tried to be out there and do some stuff out in the yard. I had sweat just dripping off of me. It was horrid. It was horrid. We had a real outdoor living. Dana, Krista, hello. Bree, Christopher, hello. It has just been no, Justin. It did not. We did not get one speckle of rain. And quite honestly, at this heat, I can't be out there watering everything. It's too hot. It's not going to work anyway. It's going to just boil it. Pearlman, I saw that up there y'all was having a little bit of a heat wave. You know, we keep an eye on the weather in Ohio, which is close proximity to you. Um, and we were like, oh, thank goodness we're not there right now. We like to go when it's a little cooler, you know. And it's going to be a little bit cooler towards the end of the month when we go. Well, not this month, the end of next month. Can y'all believe that we're already in June or the end of June, and we're tomorrow. Tomorrow is July 1st. We got a lot of birthdays in July. Thank goodness I ain't got to buy them all gifts. Oh yeah, real outdoor. I bet it's hot there too. Minnesota at 95. Oh Lord. Well, yes, I am well versed on the humidity making things sweat. Our windowsills are, well, the sills not, but the windows, around the windows, will sweat something fierce because they're metal, aluminum, whatever. And of course, you know, Granny keeps air conditioning on. Thank you, baby Jesus, for the air conditioning. And my windows, they sweat. It's disgusting. I hate it. Blonde traveling gypsy, hello and welcome in. I can't believe you're gonna try to not litter box, but train your kitty cat, so to speak. That'll be a hoot and a half. I love that little seat. Oh, Justin, you had some thunderstorms. Well, you know, 80 I can handle. The temperature of 80 I can handle. We had dark clouds Of course, they came as soon as I got in the pool. But no thunder, no lightning, and no rain. Um, and so I'm like, I can't do it. I cannot do, you know, I can't do the hundreds. I can't do triple digits. I just can't. Not without being totally soaking wet. And even then, if there's no breeze, you still be crispy. Um, Why, thank you, Allie. Thank you. The grandbaby picked it out. Can you imagine? Mason, hello and welcome in. Allie, yeah. Where was it? We drove the other day, and I was like, okay, this is a maybe have to pull over situation, but I pushed through because usually speaking, well, you know, Allie, in Florida, you can keep driving, and you will drive out of it. Um, but yeah, it's not a fun activity. Oh, yeah, I noticed that our pool was uh 87 degrees. Yeah, the pool. And our pool has sunshades over, I would say, 95% of it. So people whose pools are just out, you know, in the glory of the sun, uh, I wonder how warm they get, you know? Hen, hello and welcome. I'm doing great. I'm doing just fine. Tomorrow I get the grandbaby. Very excited about that. Uh, and my husband's off work. He don't have to go back to work until next Tuesday. hmm we do have plans. We're gonna go see my daughter, the one I have not seen in 2 years. She is up in North Florida at our place there, and so we're gonna go up and visit her. I'm very excited. Um. Oh yeah. No, that's bad, Allie. That's bad. Having to drive that far in pour down rain. so so you are prepared, Pearlman, for the warm weather. Oh, okay, Hen. So you were working nights. I hate working nights. I used to work nights, and I absolutely hated it. Glenn, welcome in. Um, my husband installs air conditioners at his work, and he had to put in some new ones this week, and he came home and he was drippy. I mean, his clothes were soaked, and I was like, "Did you fall in the pond?" He said, "No, that's sweat." So I immediately gave him some hydration drink because he's bad about not staying hydrated. Yes, Mason, I get to see my daughter. I'm very excited, and she does not drive. And so a dear friend of hers brought her down from Wisconsin. Bless her heart that she did so, because I was not wanting to make that drive myself. And so we got to go up there and we get to see her, and to we've got to do some fixing up at the place up there because when the places are vacant for a while, just things happen, and you have to replace things and fix things and do things. And so this is going to kind of be a little bit of a working vacation for us. And then, of course, we've got to get some groceries and stuff laid in for her. Um, oh, I can imagine him. The I have to do anything if I'm gonna do something outside. I have to do it early in the morning. Perlman, did your wife sneak in here and I didn't even see her? There she is. I see her. Ain't that sweet? Y'all so cute. Um, and the thing is as my children age, um, they become nicer towards me too. Them teenage years was a little rough. Not lying. But they're very nice towards me now, which thank you. That's all I got to say. Thank you. Um, she is most excited. My daughter is most excited about getting to see her nana. My son will stay home and he'll take care of the dog. Uh, and then one weekend, he and the grandbaby are going to go up there and spend a weekend with her. So we're going to try to, do a little tag team. And of course, we got a bacoodles of relatives up there. So hopefully she can not feel isolated. Uh, you know, Isolation can be very detrimental to people. And like I said, she doesn't drive. Uh, and she's outgoing once she gets to know somebody, but initially she's a little bit standoffish. And she's a little bit different than a lot of the family. I mean, she's vegan. I mean, she's very artsy. Um, she's very creative. Her mind works differently than a lot of the people who just, everybody's got a niche. And that's hers is different. Hers is just different. Um, but I'm excited. We're gonna try to get some garden stuff done, and I want to get some cuttings. There are some plants that we have up there that I don't have at home, so I want to get some cuttings, and I'm taking some cuttings up there. I have those giant crepe myrtles, so I'd like to do some crepe myrtles up there, and I want to plant some fruit trees. So I was going to get them here, and I thought, no, I don't want to tote them all the way up there. Hey, have fun with nature, and congratulations on you're hitting the 3,000. Is it 3,000? 4,000? The thousands mark of your watch hours, and hopefully you can maneuver through the whole monetization process, which, let me just say, is a lot more work than you might think it is, and you're not going to see a whole lot of money. I'm just saying. uh y'all might, but Granny has not. And that's fine. That's fine. uh but I want to make sure that my daughter's comfortable in her surroundings. I want to make sure that my mother gets the opportunity to visit not only with my daughter, but with her brothers and sister in law and other family members. You know, uh, it's 4 hours. It takes us 4 hours, at least 4 hours to get there. And so, I want to take the opportunity to make sure everybody gets to do what they want to do a little bit, as well as get the projects done that I want to get done. Brian, hello. And now I have a question. Have fun in nature and Brian, y'all are both, okay, husband and wife. Do y'all watch together and then answer on your own devices? Or do you each go to a separate space and do it? Just curious. Um, well, that's fine. I don't mind being tag teamed. Okay, y'all, okay. First of all, do you see this? This is what happens in old age. The screen door hit my arm, and you would have thought I was in a brawl. It was pitiful. Also, you're still in the RV. Merciful heavens. Um, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, Brian. Um, so I'm gonna show y'all something. Y'all gonna be shocked, son and age. You're gonna think, okay, look at this. Okay, now y'all get these when you go to clubs and you party and you dance and you drink. Well, you also get them when you go float down rivers and you go to state parks. So yeah, it's not all about, just drinking. Um, okay, you use a laptop. I don't do my laptop that much. I just run stuff on my laptop. I use mostly my phone and my tablet. Oh, I do. I love a small space as well. Uh, our homes in Ohio and then the one we have in North Florida are both small spaces. They're single wide trailers. They're small spaces. Um, our home here is pretty good size, but the others are small spaces, and I love them. Well, I had this one. I didn't pay. I have a Florida State Park pass, so I didn't have to pay again. I mean, I paid for the initial pass. Uh, but yes, if you enter the park, you got one of these. And my daughter and her friend who drove her down today went to Itchtuckney State Park, and had a fabulous time, absolutely fabulous time. It's very similar to Heart Springs, which I posted the other day. Um, I think the hole for the spring for the water to come out of is larger, but I may be wrong. Okay, so 4th of July. What's everybody doing? We don't really have specific plans. Um, we have ordered a grill, Amazon, thank goodness, to be up there where my daughter is. She loves grilled vegetables, absolutely loves grilled vegetables. Pearlman, how can I not be shocked, stunned, and amazed, Pearlman, that you will be working on the 4th of July?
Oh, surely not. Not Pearlman, of
I
all
know.
people.
Now, is this overtime or holiday pay, I should hope?
Fireworks dress.
Well, Dana, you're gonna have to show pictures of her in the firework dress. Max, our dog now, does not seem to mind fireworks, but my dog,
No.
prior to that, oh my Lord, he hated them, absolutely hated them. And it is difficult for people who suffer from certain forms of PTSD. And for some animals, the fireworks are just horrendous. Well, see, have fun in nature. I am not going to do no fireworks. I'm not going to no crowds. Oh, okay, so you're going to be traveling on the 4th. Cinderella was bad at sports because her coach was a pumpkin. Guess who's here? Hello, Okie.
Okie's with us.
Oh, well, I'd work on the 4th too, Pearlman, if I were you. You get double time and a half on the 4th. But yep, I'd be working too.
All day.
I'd be sending my husband to work too, Dana. Mm-hmm.
He's babysitting, bless his heart.
Oh, that's... Okay, you know we fully understand. You got to take care of them babies. I used to work all the holidays, every single solitary one. It was funny because it just happened to work out that the 4th of July is over my husband's long weekend. Because he always, every other weekend, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And plus he worked last weekend, so that's why he's got so much time off this week.
You're just in.
Well, see, Blonde, I'm not scared of fireworks, and I don't mind fireworks. What I mind is when they do them all night long. Now, I will say that if you've never been to the 4th of July celebration in Washington, D.C., it is quite spectacular. And it is my understanding that this year, okay, so say normally they do 50,000 fireworks over Washington, D.C. This year they're doing 250,000 fireworks for the significance of the 250 years, which I think that's kind of cool, but good Lord, you know how much that cost. And I also noticed that Canada Day is tomorrow. Okay. Well, happy Canada Day. What do y'all do for Canada Day? Is it some kind of celebratory something? We, because my daughter is vegan, uh, but we will have the grill. We're gonna do your traditional. We'll just do the traditional.
Is it
Um,
charcoal or?
it's electric.
Oh, that's nice.
Remember we had one once before
Yeah.
out there, the round one,
Yeah.
and it was orange. My daughter loves orange. So does my husband. I like a lavender. That's my color.
Homemade Big Mac. That sounds good.
Dad, I would love a homemade Big Mac right now. I had yogurt and pineapple, which I must say did not quite cut the mustard. Yes, 10, it will be a very long, but the way I understand it is they've got, okay, so if you've got a burst, okay, I'm not a fireworks expert, so y'all bear with me. You've got a burst, say, of red, the little red, and in it is another little tiny pop of blue. Well, because they don't go off at the exact same time, they count as two. I think that's how that works. You had a quarter pounder? Well, I could do with that too. Yeah, I have seen that. Well, I'm sure you've seen the Disney one too a bazillion times, and I think you said that maybe that was why you initially came for work there, but or in Florida, something to that effect. I watched a whole show about it the other night. It was really interesting, but Lord, they put out some money. Uh, and of course, you know the ones that they do in New York City. They're very spectacular. But you can watch all of it from the comfort of your own home. You do not have to go and be eaten up with bugs and try to find some place to park and a porta potty. You can just use your own toilet at home. This is why Granny stays at home for these holidays. See, just 10, I knew you would know. The other person that I know would be my brother-in-law. But, so anyway, food, because let's face it, every holiday has something to do with food. And then the celebratory. I don't do sparklers because those are dangerous. I used to when I was a youngin', but not now.
We didn't know how dangerous they were back then.
And oh Lord, one time when I worked at this one place, there was a lady. Her name was Joanne, and she was irritating as all get out. But anyway, that's beside the point. We had to do this cake, big giant cake for the 4th of July. And her idea was we was going to put sparklers on this cake, okay? And I said, I don't think you should do that. I don't think that's going to work. Well, she would have nothing to do with what I had to say because, I was only like 22, 23 years old at the time. And honey, when we lit them sparklers and they went off and all that debris from the sparkler,
got all over the cake.
Got all over that cake, ruined that whole cake. We had to cut the whole top of it. Oh, it was a fiasco. It was just a fiasco. Don't put no sparkler on your cupcakes, your cookies, or nothing. No. Sparklers and food do not mix. Yeah, but it was a mess. It was just an absolute mess. And that woman wouldn't listen to us. She's also the one, $1 Million Dessert. $1 Million Dessert is a fabulous dessert, okay? It's a layer of, Dana, you'll appreciate this, it's a layer of shortbread, okay, with a layer of cream cheese, sweetened, and a layer of pudding, a layer of Cool Whip or whipped topping. and then some type of nuts or something on top. It's called $1 Million Dessert. Well,
Chocolate.
chocolate is my go-to. That's what I would choose. Okay. Not Joanne. She wanted us to do it for St. Patrick's Day
Oh no.
and use pistachio pudding because it's green. Again, flop. I mean, it was okay. Flop. Hey Nana.
Yeah.
Mason said, "Hey."
Hi, little Mason.
Well, that's good. That's good. Justin, that you all, you know, to me, children, it doesn't matter if they're with mama or daddy or granny or whomever. If there was somebody who they love and loves them, they can do fun things, you know? Yeah. Well, see, Dana, that was my idea for the pudding. Don't use pistachio. If you must use a green, use vanilla and put food coloring in it. But it's the best is when you use chocolate. Chocolate pudding with it is divine. What was the most popular dance in 1776? Independence Dance. Okie. Okie, okie, okie.
Is she doing it
Hey.
again?
Okie, did you finish? I didn't get to see the tail end of your live today. My phone rang. And, so did you finish getting things cleaned out? Oh, Lord, no, Glenn. You'd rather have pistachio and chocolate mixed together? I don't know about that. Now, I would like it with chocolate and then maybe a layer on top of the whipped cream. Do chocolate shavings. That would be tasty too. Oh, everybody loves Okie. Have fun with nature. Mama loves him. Cause he tells all them lovely jokes. He's
a Jack Benny of the.
Well, I was gonna say
YouTube.
Jeff Foxworthy, but Jack Benny works too.
He's Jack Benny of the YouTube.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Okie. I was telling everybody we're gonna go up to North Florida, and one of the things we're going to attempt to do is put up a sunshade.
Oh Lord.
Now this ought to be a hoot and a half. We'll see. We'll see. We've got it, and we've got the straps and all that, but we'll see what happens. Well, Ellie, you just go ahead. New babies are fun. Oh, it's her first baby and she's a week late. Oh, mercy.
Okay.
Okay, now really. So I told my husband the other day, I said, you know, if you get the lawnmower out for me and leave it on the driveway, I can mow the front yard. I just can't finagle it out of the shed. And he looked at me like I had lost my mind. Like I was taking away his manhood or something. Because I said I could mow the yard. Well, I could.
Probably shouldn't talk about it.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Brian. Mike, you go right ahead. Go right ahead. Don't y'all. yes, don't get overheated and stay hydrated. Lord have mercy, Mike. That's a little, it's without air conditioning in your camper. I don't know about that.
And ain't no shade big enough for that.
Mm-mm. Oh, Mason, I did. I let him mow. Let him have his fun time. He was talking about mowing today when we were in the pool. He said, because we're going to Ohio sometime this week or this month too. And he said, "You think they'll have already mowed when I get there?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe, because we have to pay somebody to mow." Well, I hope they hadn't mowed when I get there, because I want to mow. Well, then just call them and tell them not to mow. You'll do it when you get there. Men are so silly. Not all men, but mine is.
Aw.
Oh, I am so sorry. Justin, I am so sorry about that. Well, I tell you what, wouldn't have that problem here because my next door neighbor is the animal control officer, and he would throw the hammer down on them people.
Mommy of 5.
Oh, mercy. Mama of 5, hello. 5 girls and 1 boy? Oh, mercy. I bet that one boy is kind of spoiled when it comes to the boy stuff. Jesus does love us. Well, it is kind of a sacred thing between the man and his lawn. But it was so funny the way he was looking at me like I had control over whether or not the people in Ohio mowed. I'm like, I don't know. I have no
Ham
idea.
and sourdough.
You're having ham and sourdough bread with no tomato, and we got all them tomatoes in there.
Well, I didn't want a whole tomato, and I didn't want to waste part of one.
Well, we're gonna throw them out if we don't eat them all.
That's true. There's OVP.
Well, Perlman, it's kind of funny because I'm so traditional. Hello, Ohio Valley. Oh, you have 2 boys. Okay, but that kind of evens it out a little bit better. See, I had a riding lawnmower, and I could mow the yard zippity doo dah. Okay. Well, now we have a push mower because we have a lot smaller lawn because I've taken it up with growing stuff, and yeah. So it is so funny because I think he thinks I've never mowed a yard before, but I'm thinking, yes, I have. Well, if we had any young bucks that were trying to earn money mowing yards, that might be a plus around here. But we don't. There's nobody, unless you want to hire lawn service, which I'm not hiring a lawn service.
Well, there ain't but 650 million of them in Indian River County.
Okay, so you want a golf course looking lawn there, Okie.
Or football
Or
field.
baseball field.
Yeah, that's it, baseball field. I had to get some water.
My husband loves to cut the grass, and he loves to get the chainsaw out. It's just something about him with that chainsaw. It's like he's getting high or something. It's funny. It is actually quite funny. My husband likes to make nice, even lines. He can do that in Ohio. He can't do that here. You got to kind of go when you mow here. Well, I don't do the weed eater either. I tell him I don't do it because my arms are too short. I do it because I hate it. I hate to use the weed eater. Hate it. I'll use the blower. I'll blow the, I'll use the blower. Well, now I do like the smell of gas, I do have to say. But the 2-cycle gas mixture, I'm not sure I've ever gotten a whiff of that one. No baby yet, just an apple pie recipe. Well, apple pie recipes are good too. Not as good as babies. Hey, Debbie Sue. Do you know why a T-Rex can't make the bed?
So cute, isn't it?
Because he ain't got no arm. His arms are too little. Can you see? Imagine, like, okay, folding sheets. That's another thing. When you're short and your arms are short, it's just horrid.
He did it again.
Well, Pearlman, you got to get out there in between the raindrops. Pearlman, you're just, or Okie, you're just too much. Just too much. That baby will come in its own sweet time. It's still in there being comfy cozy.
It knows what a mess the world's in and don't want to be no part of it.
Well, I don't know whoever just handed out memberships. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. I didn't see that. I'm trying to keep up, but you know, I don't always keep up so good. Okay, did you hear her cackling over there, Okie?
I'm laughing at Okie.
I know you are. I ran outside this morning to catch some fog. I missed it. Do you have a book, or do you just make these random things up in your brain? Because if you do it in your brain,
Congratulations.
First
granddaughter.
And I bet your wife has been over there looking at that granddaughter every day. Well, she does it a lot. She cackles.
Oh, we love hugs. Insane in the mirror.
Insane. I'm a little on that myself. Bethany, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Well, Dana, the dogs do break the yard. My backyard's a shambles because the dog goes back there, but the front yard's okay.
Side yards are, woo,
Side
like
yard
a
needs
hog
some help,
pen.
but it's too hot. It's too hot to be out there like that.
Send them home.
Well, I have to say that having the grandbaby, it kind of makes you, it gives you a second opportunity to enjoy, slow
You're
it
old
down.
enough to appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you can slow it down and really let it all sink in, which is, I guess, what it really means to be a grandparent. It's not that you're reliving your parenting, but you're enjoying the time with a child more because
You don't sweat the small stuff.
a little bit slowed back. Hello, Blonde, and welcome back. Oh yes, Okie is just full of wisdom. Dolly, hello and welcome. And thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. Well, Okie, I didn't say you were
Okie started the
genius.
rumor. He does it every time. Oh, only hope and prayer. Thank you.
Her name's Dolly. And she's in Wisconsin. Okay,
Oh,
Dolly.
my word.
My daughter is now here. She's no longer in Wisconsin. She is now in Florida. And
Oh, God. Dig into
she was about to have a spaz about how hot it was. She got here this week, and it is a scorcher of a week.
And it's supposed to rain over the weekend, by the way, Helen said.
Oh dear, she's digging. See, mine don't dig. He's a good boy. He don't dig.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's wonderful, Okie. 26 of his first 27 pumpkins have popped out of the ground. That's wonderful. You're gonna be so overloaded with pumpkins.
You make lots of pies.
He's gonna be very popular come Halloween. She pulled out. Oh dear, Gussie. She destructive, ain't she, Dana?
How big is she?
She not that big. She not as big as you know who out there in the bed.
Wow.
Well, I noticed about the flooding in Kentucky because we got family in Kentucky, and that's some nasty.
Wow. He's gonna be busy again.
Oh, you gonna be known as the Pumpkin.
Have
now,
any
are
of
they-
them ever been to a pumpkin chunkin' thing?
Yes. Have you ever been to the Pumpkin Chunkin'? Okay, so I lived in Dover, Delaware, and they have a place in Delaware. It's on the way to
Rehoboth Beach.
Rehoboth Beach. At Giant Field, and they have these people, and they come, and they have these catapults. That's what they're called, catapults, and they do this catapult those pumpkins to these targets. Okay, well, they're pretty far away. I have to say, they
That
flame them.
one did almost. Oh, I forget how far.
They
was
pretty far away.
unbelievable.
But one year, they did it so far they hit the church, and the pumpkin went through the church. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she's 20 pounds already. Well, she's growing. Okay, Ohio, I will look. Oh, that's a lot of money to be spending on fireworks, blonde. But if they like them, that's one thing. But if they're scared of them, that's another. A pumpkin cannon. Well, I don't know that I ever saw a cannon, but I've seen the catapults, lots of them, and they have catapult like buses, and they had you name how they could rig up some kind of catapult thing for flinging them pumpkins. That's what you need to do. Okie, you're creative. Fling us some pumpkins. You could catapult some pumpkins. Did you plant any of them little teeny tiny ones? Because you could do a little mini pumpkin chunkin'. That's what they call it. It's a pumpkin chunkin'. And they got shirts and hats and all kinds of paraphernalia for the pumpkin chunkin'. Oh, I did my nails. Okay, I did them in just red. And that was like boring. So I wanted to do stripes, but I'm not that creative. So I just put some sparkles on them for the 4th of July. I figured that'll work. Well, it can't hurt, you know? But I've about decided that red is my signature color, shall we say, for my fingernails 90% of the time. However, I do like the aqua color. Just saying. Back to the pumpkins. So, Okie's our pumpkin man. And he grows all kinds. He grows black ones. He's trying black ones, white ones, orange ones. I always think of pumpkins as orange. That's just me.
That's right, Pearl.
Exactly, Pearlman. Exactly. I think I've seen the Canon one on TV, but I've seen pumpkin chunkin ones in real life. Um, I think I was probably there for the first year they did it. Uh, and every time, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm gonna be kind of rude right now because I'm gonna see something on my telephone. Uh, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, how she's just beautiful. She's so tiny. She's a teeny tiny little thing. I had Bubba babies. I had big old babies. Uh, did y'all have big babies or little babies? All babies are precious. Glitchy, you're not late. You're fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. There's no particular time frame.
Your tuber dad.
He is our tuber dad. Okie can be Okie is a multifaceted man.
Multi-talented.
I think that little babies, brand new babies, there's just something about their little pumpkin heads that you just want to just smooch all over them and smell them. Well, see, I was a small baby, but I'm old, and my mother probably smoked when I was in her womb. Did you smoke when you were pregnant?
Very little. I actually, when I did smoke, I smoked very little.
Probably what's wrong with me. My mama smoked while she was pregnant. Mm-hmm. Did you drink too?
No, not any more than I do now.
That's the problem. You got to look up them pumpkin recipes for them cookies. Cookies, muffins, breads. And Glitchy, my day was just fine as long as I stayed in the air conditioning. It is too hot outside, so I had to stay in the air conditioning.
He's the size of a 2-year-old. Oh my goodness, the poor baby.
Well, I will tell you, my son was almost 9 pounds, and my daughter was 8 pounds and 5 ounces. And they were both over 21 inches long. They were big. They were big boys, or big babies.
And they're tall now.
Yes, they both are tall. You crave beer with tomato juice when you were pregnant? I craved Olive Garden salad dressing, like to drink. I mean, I wanted that Olive Garden salad dressing. Yeah, it's just weird. Oh no, they're not little monsters. They're little precious. And we're going to have to get together so I can see them little children.
Aww.
I don't like the smell of beer or cigarette smoke particularly. I can deal with it, but it's just not one of those. Even when my husband was smoking, he smoked outside. He did not smoke in the house.
Nobody's ever smoked in this.
No, nobody's ever smoked in the house. You're trying to grow strawberries, Glitchy. Well, I will say you can grow strawberries in hanging baskets. I find that works nicely simply because of the bunny rabbits that we have here. Bunny rabbits will eat up my strawberries. It depends on what kind of strawberries you got. I buy the Everbearing variety. They're smaller. But as long as you do a little mound type thing, I think strawberries do really well. And they do like a consistent...
They don't like real hot weather either.
No, they don't really like this super hot weather. And they don't like wet feet. They like a little dry and then a little wet. A little dry, a little wet. They don't like to be solidly wet. My crazy craving was peanut butter and jelly bacon cheeseburger. It was delicious. Dana, that's weird. Now, this is the thing. Do you still crave that kind of stuff? Now, a bacon cheeseburger sounds right nice right now. Well, Justin, it comes and goes. You know, I'm never going to have like say a bumper crop. You know, I'm not going to have as many like Okie does. He when he grows phenomenal amounts. I grow small amounts. So she craved buttermilk. I like buttermilk biscuits. Okay, you are just too much. I went to the beach. The sand was wet. The seaweed. Y'all get it? He's so bad. I don't know. Not this week, but last week, I went over there to the beach and the water was flat as a pancake. You could see clearly. You can see clearly now. And the water quality was beautiful. It was just stunningly beautiful. I love to go over there like that. Love it. I don't like rough, seaweedy, brown, nasty water. No. I like that. I like the tropical water.
Crystal clear.
Yes, the crystal clear water. That's my. Well, I have used straw. They're not called really necessarily slips, but they're starts, I guess is the word. Justin from Hoss, HOSS, and they did really, really well. So okay, when your wife was pregnant, with Sammy, she craved grapefruit juice. Well, see, too bad we didn't know her. Mama worked at a grapefruit juice plant. She craved Taco Bell. I can see that. And it's weird that you crave certain things and and then soon as you deliver the child, it's gone. The craving's gone. Hey, Miss M, how are you? Oh yeah, glitches. When you can like the horizon is and it's just flat. The ocean's just flat, and you can like practically see to England. I mean, it's just flat as a pancake. Well, Ohio, we were talking about that temperature up there, and I think my husband was about to have heart failure. And he's looking on there, and he's looking ahead at the forecast for when we're going to be there and everything. He's like, oh, thank goodness. And he said, well, what if the air conditioner in the front half of the house don't work? Well, we're going to have to stay in the back with the new air conditioner. I said, okay, so I have to stay in the bedroom where the TV is next to the bathroom and lay there and watch TV or play on my tablet or whatever? Okay. And he didn't get it. I was like, air conditioning is not my thing. That is his thing. But he's Mr. Air Conditioning. Fix it. Well, Perlman, you mean you didn't go get that woman that barbecue she wanted? Well, I tell you what, Justine, I could not when I was pregnant. This was particularly with my son. I could not stand the sight or to have to cut meat. It was a texture thing. It was a smell. meat. It just, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Okay, so you lived in Georgia. Okay, blonde. Oh, good Lord. Oh, how? Please tell me you're not drinking hot coffee. Please tell me you're drinking something that's cold and hydrating. You're going to fall out.
That's too hot.
It's way too hot.
I'd have to go home.
OSHA call OSHA. You're not supposed to work in those conditions. I'm sure of it. I'm positive. I'm an OSHA aficionado. I'd have to go take my breaks in the car with the air conditioning on.
Oh, please, Okie.
Is that how you hydrate? Okie is with that. You just tell us that it's water with
Not Allie.
Allie, good night, sweetheart. You tell us it's cucumber, but it might be vodka and cucumber. Don't forget to call me sometime, Allie. Well, you take breaks, Ohio, as often as you like, because Ten says that OSHA will let you work in that mess.
Okay,
Glitchy, I don't have merchandise, really. I had the cups made just because I thought they were cute. Okay, so Pearlman, this is the thing. When y'all drive down here in August, are y'all gonna go to Gary Lee's and get you some barbecue? Well, yes. You go to Oklahoma. You going to Oklahoma, blonde? CL, hello. CL, are you burning up there too? Oh, that's excellent, Pearlman. I'm so glad to hear that. I love it when you get to do things you really love. Okay, Ohio, you're just a wackadoodle. I'm sorry, but you're just a wackadoodle.
His thermostat could be broken.
You're broken because it's too hot for that mess. You lived out there in Vegas and oh, that heat, and then now you got, oh, mercy. No, Granny don't do all that heat. And my little fan that, you hook around your neck broke. I'm going to have to order me a new one. Well, CL, I was telling everybody else, my daughter has finally moved back to Florida, but she's up in North Florida, but it's hot. And one of the air conditioners, window units, didn't work. And poor thing coming from Wisconsin, she was like, Mom, I can't deal with this. This is too hot. It was a fiasco. Let's just say it was a fiasco. Everything's fine now, but it was a fiasco. Oh, sometimes have you ever been? I went to a hotel one time, and I want to say it was in August, and it was hot, and the air conditioner did not work. And those people gave me a fit trying. I wanted to switch rooms, Oh, it was a fiasco. Exactly, Justin. The neck fan just puttered out. It said, "This is too hot. I can't keep up with this." Well, the window units can be quite the lifesaver sometimes. Oh, the power's off in Cleveland. Will you tell them to get that power back on? Because that's where I'm flying into. And it's the first time we've ever... we're flying into Cincinnati. Never mind.
Ball Striker. I think you said
hello, Ball Striker. Hello. How are you? I like the hat, by the way. Everybody loves the cowboy hat.
Makes him look like Alan Jackson.
Oh, okay, that's the only way you can do it. Do that gardening early in the morning and then get in the swimming pool. I'm getting the baby tomorrow at 10. So I'm going to have to go out there and do the stuff in the yard before that. And then when she gets here, that's what she's going to want to do is get in the pool. Summer glitches, you are exactly right. I can remember as a child doing air. We had no air conditioning in my room, but we had a swimming pool, and I can remember it being so hot at night that I would go lay on the raft in the pool in the middle of the night. My mother did not know I was doing it. She was sleeping. Blonde, y'all behave, be safe. There's crazy people out there. Be safe. Well, that's exactly right. My grandbaby and I talk about people peeing in pools all the time. You know, peeing and pooping is a hot topic for a 7-year-old. I don't know if your grandson is like that or not, but oh yes, it's quite the topic. OCL, I bet there was steam coming off the road, off the roof.
Yeah.
Well, see, we didn't get any of that rain. We needed it, but we have not gotten any. Glitchy, is it 9 o'clock? Yep, my watch says it's 9:01. Yep. Uh, yes, exactly, Okie. And we used to have little signs like that around our pool. I've had a number of different pools. Because hurricanes blow our little signs away. Well, see,
Why
exactly.
did you marry? That's too funny.
That's just like my family. Just 10. My mama and my daddy had air conditioning in their bedroom, and my sister had it in her bedroom, but I did not. We did have it downstairs in the main part of the house, though. Oh, yeah, Dana. 7-year-olds just have this thing about fart,
Bodily
belching.
functions.
Oh, I don't know. They just do. Johnny, hello and welcome in. But that's funny, Blonde. Well, one of the things that my granddaughter likes to go in there when Grandpa's asleep, so she can hear him snore. She'll go, "Did you hear that, Granny?" It's like, "Oh yeah, I heard it."
What was he doing in the police academy?
Well, sure. Tell us about the police academy. Okay, as soon as you said police academy, I thought of the movie, and I thought, "Oh Lord."
I don't have manners.
That's funny, Blonde. Papa, you don't have manners. Well, the thing is, it is a learning. It is a learning opportunity so that you can tell bodily functions are natural. I get that. But you need to be, excuse me, or walk out of the room or what have you. But Lord, they're funny. Children are so funny. Well, Johnny, I'm busy right now. And my husband doesn't like for me to call men. So you had to recite the police code of ethics. There were 40 of us in the academy. All right. No belching and farting. My father was a deputy for one of his many careers in life. Oh Lord. Okay, you got kicked out, didn't you? You got kicked out. I bet you did. I bet you got kicked out. Either that or you were the star of the class. One of the two. Glitchy, what's my favorite holiday, honey? My favorite all-time holiday is Christmas. Now, my sister's favorite is the 4th of July. But if you're here at Christmas, you will see that Christmas is my holiday. No, I do not know what they call someone who hates to pass gas in public. Well, I can see, Okie, why you would have gotten yelled at in front of everybody. But I bet that didn't faze you one iota. Blonde, you have a safe night and be happy. Well, I do love money, but I'm not sure my husband would let you give me money. Oh, Brian, you like Halloween? See, you ought to talk to Okie because he's the one with all the pumpkins. See, he liked your corny little jokes, didn't he? Well, Blonde, Okie has them all the time. He's got jokes galore. "50 push-ups, well, see, that'd have been the end of me.
I can't even do 5. Never could.
I can lay on the floor. Does that count? Now, the problem is getting me back up off the floor. Whose birthday is it, Brian? Is it CL's birthday? Oh, CLC. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. My PE teacher in high school was Mrs. Baker. She's the sweetest little old lady. She's about that big around. And we had to run, you know. It was like the 600, you know. You run around and around a track. Well, I've always been a little bit non-athletic. And I flat out lied to that woman. I told her I had done it, and I really hadn't. I lied. Oh, CL, your birthday's in July. Well, happy birthday early. Oh, just 10. I love, now my daughter's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, which is kind of funny because, like I said, she's vegan. But her favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. Well, thank you, Johnny. Sally Ann, Glitchy, Sally Ann is a little bit dirty. But she might get a bath tomorrow since my husband is off work tomorrow. And, you know, we just might go for a little ride. You never know. Grandbaby don't like to ride in her, though.
And if she's gonna ride, Grandpa won't drive Sally Ann.
Yeah, if she don't want to go, Sally Ann don't get to go. I drove her the other day, though, to the Aldi by myself. And then I realized, once I got to the Aldi with her, that I didn't have my Aldi bags, you know, to put all the groceries in. So I had to buy me 2 more bags. I hate when I do that. Oh, CL running the stadium? Oh no, no, no. That would. I'm short. Them stairs are too big. You know, even way back when. Justin, my yes. And I was figuring it out the other day about
Dana. That's me,
July
Dana.
and the fact that okay, so when did the parents, in order for these July birthdays, and it's like okay, I understand now. It's cold outside. Mm-hmm. Um. Well, my sister and my father were both born on the same day in July, and uh, I will say they're both cancers. Oh no, no, you ran cause you wanted to. My friend Carol does.
Yeah.
Carol runs.
She used to run the
She
stadium up and down them
loves to
steps.
run, and now she does stuff on her treadmill. But what back in the day, we would go at night, and she would run, and I would watch her. We were trying to be safe, and oh Lord, no, no, exactly, Brian. Wintertime. That's why I was like, ding, 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 ding. Made sense then. Oh yeah, stadium stairs are harsh. Okay, on the 11th, 7-Eleven. I love. Did y'all know that 7-Elevens, now not all of them, of course not the one that's closest to my house, but some 7-Elevens now have Fresca Slurpees. They're delicious. I love Fresca. Mama is a Libra. And my husband,
He's a Libra too.
no, he's not. Scorp? I don't know.
What's Emma?
I don't know. And both of my children are the same thing. I don't remember. Ah, a Slurpee baby. I like that. That's cute. Yeah, I think he's Scorpio. I think. My husband. And what's the ram one?
I'm going to look.
Mother's gonna go look it up.
I think I'm looking at the calendar.
I don't know. I know I was born on the cusp, so I can kind of lean towards either one. My daughter, however, has done my chart before because she like all that stuff. Leo the Lion. Taurus. Okay, so Dana, are you stubborn? Because I understand that, okay, so you're Scorpio, but what's Taurus? Ooh, a fire dragon. I think I'm a rabbit. I think. I don't remember. But I do love those. They have those paper placemats that they put in some Chinese restaurants, and they have the entire Chinese zodiac all the way around it. I used to be so entertained by those. In fact, I still am, if you want to know the truth.
No, it's not on that calendar, so I can't look it up.
I thought Taurus was in April, but I don't know. My dog must think he's a lion too, because all he does is just lay around.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
You going to bed?
Yep.
We got a busy day tomorrow.
I know.
Got to go get the peanut. Taurus is in May. Okay. I thought it was like in the spring months. She had a dentist appointment today. Mother did. She takes her oral health very serious, as should everyone. Ding ding. Um. So.
Oh, there. Dana's got it.
Dana, you so smart. Okay, so Aries. Yes. Both of my children are Aries. Thank you, Dana. You're so smart. And that is very interesting. Okay, let me see here if I can find
Dwayne is a Libra.
he just don't seem like a Libra person to me.
He likes balance.
I think he's Scorpio.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Glitchy, bless your heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so kind of you. Um, when you get to a point where, you know, way back when we got newspapers delivered to our house, one of the things you always looked up was your horoscope, you know, about the day. Obituary, of course. As you got older, you looked at those, not when you're young. And then, of course, the things that interest you, be it political or sports or what have you. But they also had the TV guide in there. I used to love, and then of course you had the TV guide, the little book, you know, TV guide. But I miss getting a paper. Plus, you could use the newspaper for all kinds of other things after the fact.
I liked the fact that you could go to the newspaper office where they were printed and get the end of the rolls of the paper that they didn't use. And
Yes,
use it for all
and
kind of arts stuff.
and crafts stuff. Yeah, that blank paper. Yeah, the puzzles, just all kinds of stuff they'd have in the paper. Brian, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. But I miss. Oh, newspaper is great for paper mache. And you know, we used to put newspaper down on a plate and then put the paper towel on top of the plate to soak up the grease when you fried chicken or something like that.
And we use paper bags too.
Yeah. And now you don't. And a newspaper's like expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Brian, the ends of the rolls were fabulous. I know that we used to get them to make banners. Now, this is a long time ago, people. When I was in high school in the 80s. But we would roll that paper out. I can remember doing this on the floor and in the hallway and make the signs for the football teams and, you know, cheering everybody on and all this stuff.
Oh, in house, I used to buy the Sunday paper just to get the insert so I could get the coupons.
Oh, yeah, and she'd have us clipping them out. Just 10, I'm horrible at crossword puzzles. This is the reason, I did not call the bank to check the time and weather.
No, but we had a number that
But we had a number you could call and check, and it would tell you that. I don't remember the number, though.
I don't either.
Sunday coupon, and sometimes some stores gave you double coupons. Remember that? But the crossword puzzle, I'm a horrible speller. Horrible. So I might know what I think is the answer to the crossword puzzle, but I could never spell the answer very well. Still can't. So my sister, who's real smart, she could just whip right through it, and yeah. Ohio, you read the obituaries to see if you're in it, and it's kind of hard now. It's like we don't have a phone book, so you can't like look up a specific person's phone number. Like if I
Hello,
wanted to.
you.
And it's just harder, I think. Now there are great luxuries. Hello,
You get
Michelle. How you
faded
doing?
more.
There are great luxuries to having the internet and fingertip abilities to get information. But at the same time, if you wanted to, excuse me, if you wanted, I guess I just miss a phone book. I miss all that kind of stuff. It's just, yeah. Oh yeah, just in.
Bye, Glitchy.
I can read all right, and my vocabulary is okay, but I just can't spell. Glitchy, you have a great night.
I've always been a real good at spelling. But a lot of times I have to write it. And if it doesn't look right, then I know I haven't spelled it right, which is kind of funny.
Little ice cube.
Oh.
Oh gosh, yeah. Just 10. I can't imagine delivering all them phone books. I would, and okay, now I'm really gonna date myself now. But when I was rather young, I would probably say about 7, we had a milkman, and he brought milk to our door. Do you remember that? In the 2-story house?
I do not remember that.
On the in the 2-story house, yep.
I don't remember it.
Yep. The thing is, I don't think we were killing the rainforest. First of all, it was recycled newspaper. Is what the phone books were made out of.
I remember that one. It was the longest word we knew.
And I just said, yes, that is the longest word Mother knew. And see, I couldn't no more spell that than the man in the moon. I guess I could if I broke it down, but
yeah, that's what you did. Yeah.
Trips and dairy.
Yep.
That was our.
Oh, and I'm old enough. I remember the Iceman delivering blocks of ice that I have.
Now, see, she's really old.
Yep.
I thought we were going to have to buy a new washing machine for up at the place in North Florida, but thank goodness we don't. I said a little prayer about that because I did not want to buy a new one. Encyclopedias is another thing. Where was I?
Sometimes you can pick them up at the.
Oh, I was at my cousin's house, and she's like, I should just get rid of all this stuff on this shelf. And she had a set of encyclopedias. And I said, I don't think you ought to get rid of them encyclopedias.
Because they're changing everything and they're lying to you.
Because this is the reason. When you can't get on the internet anymore, which could happen, feasibly it could happen, those are going to be a hot commodity for people being able to draw information. Plus, it'd be interesting to see what that encyclopedia says versus what Google says. Oh yeah, I'd like to have one of those too, Brian. Well, Hen, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Okay, so just 10, you lived on an island in the Pacific Ocean, and that was a big thing.
Yes, the yellow pages
The
was
yellow.
the business.
The yellow pages was the business, and the white pages were supposed to be local residents. Just 10? Yep.
Brian.
Well, I don't know about that. I never had to do that. Thank you, thank you. I think you're right. The encyclopedias uh are little time capsules, and we shouldn't just trash them. We should now, granted, not everybody's got room to keep a set of encyclopedias in their house, and I get that. But when they can just randomly change, you know,
What a word means. If people can go on Wikipedia and change it to what they want it to say.
yeah, and you've got AI writing people's stuff, and it's just craziness out there. And so having an old dictionary that'll give you the truth of what a true meaning of a word is. I mean, they've got words now that they put in the dictionary every year, adds more words. And some of the strangest words that they've got in there now. We had was it unabridged, I believe is the term.
Yeah.
Red dictionary. It's still right over there. It's big old thick thing. And it had all the bad words in it. And my sister and I would look them up. This is as children. Oh, that's nice, Just 10. Old dictionaries is a wonderful thing to buy, as are, in truth, old Bibles. Yep. Oh, I love a map. I love a map of, especially for me, I love old maps of places I've either been or have lived. And it's just kind of nice to have and sometimes we'll frame them and stuff. And old postcards. I love old postcards. I think they're cute. I love them.
VP's right. End it before it ends us.
You're exactly right, Ohio Valley Prepping. If people do not step back from the internet and take hold of their own knowledge, I guess is the only way.
I don't know how. In charge of our own destiny.
They're gonna be in trouble. It's just like my granddaughter loves to play with my phone and do math problems on my phone, which is fine. It entertains her when you're in the car. Good thing. However, she needs to be able to do the math problem in her head and on a piece of paper. And I fear that children are not learning how to think and do for themselves. Because it's easier. It's easier for the schools and the teachers and everybody to just let them depend on the computers.
But it is useful for a learning tool with the math.
It can. Hello, Mint Cactus. Hello. Yes, I agree with you, Hen. I think the more opportunity that you have to read scripture in different forms, it won't hurt you. It won't hurt you. Oh my word, yes. And my husband drives on 95 every day. So does my son, Just 10. And you know what scares the bejeebies out of me are those semi trucks that they don't have drivers. And people on their phone, they're either talking and they're holding their phone, or they're watching a movie. There's just so much out there now. It's just so much. It's just ridiculous. Oh Lord, I got to catch up. I got to. Yes, Ohio. Everybody should go check out Ohio Valley Prepping. Exactly. Wisdom, I think you acquire over time. Knowledge you can acquire quickly, but wisdom you acquire over a long period of time. Knowledge you can get from just reading a book or looking something up, but the wisdom that it takes to process some of that.
Something in Proverbs that King Solomon said in the Bible about wisdom being more precious, I think, than gold or something like that.
Well,
yeah,
I think you're exactly right about the critical thinking. And I try with my granddaughter to put critical thinking into situations because it's important that we teach children how to think.
Knowledge you can get from a book, wisdom you get from life.
Well, and how to process something. You know, there are so many people who now will say, "Oh, I'm too stressed for this," or "I'm too much anxiety over this," and so forth. And people do get stressed and people do get anxiety. I'm not saying that. But they need to learn, and children particularly, need to learn how to function through it.
Self-comfort.
Well, Mason, you just go on and steal Oki's emojis.
It's 9:30. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
You didn't have no peanuts tonight. We've still got some boiled peanuts left.
I need to put a note on my mirror.
I've got it on my list.
Good night, YouTubers.
She actually got her pocketbook now, so she's actually going to. Minty, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Oh yeah, just 10. I love me some boiled peanuts. This last weekend when we went up to North Florida and we did the peanut boil. It was the first time my grandbaby had boiled peanuts. She is my grandchild. She love them. Also, be homemade ice cream. Delicious. You can real outdoor living. You can push through anything in life. It's not always easy, but you can. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Exactly, Ball. Exactly. And, I know very wise people, and people can be any age and be very wise. However, most people gain wisdom as they age. Oh, how you are not kidding. Oh, my Lord have mercy. Sometimes you can just look at somebody and they're talking and the truth of the matter is they look like they're off in outer space. Yeah. Oh, just 10. You need to do that. You need to do that. Make sure you use enough salt. I don't like it if people don't use enough salt when they do boiled peanuts. It takes quite a bit of salt. But yes, your critical thing, your practical, your critical, your knowledge. You need to be able, you can show somebody how to tie a knot, but if they don't actually do it, then they didn't learn. So you have to, and that's the way it is with everything. If you don't actually teach them the actual thing. Did you hear my finger just pop? It's gone. Oh, now see, Pearlman, I will make you some. And they are not mushy. They are not mushy. The consistency of a properly done boiled peanut is not mushy. It is almost, I want to say, if you put kidney beans in your chili, it's about the same consistency as the chili bean after it's cooked. They're not mushy. And then you can overcook them and they will be mushy. But when Granny makes them, no. Mm-mm. My people do not do mushy peanuts. Oh, good Lord, Pearlman, you're killing me. You're killing me. No, gas station peanuts are not the thing. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, just 10. Once in a while, Publix will have them, okay? Winn-Dixie, I don't know if you still got a Winn-Dixie or not. Winn-Dixie usually has them. And on rare occasions, if you have a produce people, you can get them at those. But I would try Publix first or Winn-Dixie. Kim, hello. I think I hear my son. But yes, they're a delicacy. Hello.
Hello there.
Don't forget to let them know.
Already did.
Okay, thank you. The thing is, I don't eat Cajun ones either. I don't want no spices on them or no, just peanuts. Yes, Ball, exactly. We get ours when we go to North Florida. We get them at a produce stand that's fabulous. It's called Casey's. Now, we don't have a produce stand locally. Our produce stand locally just petered out and didn't do. I mean, they did real well, but I guess the family had made all the money they wanted to make, and they weren't going to do it no more. Well, yeah, just 10. You could do them just for yourself, but I certainly wouldn't do them for them children. I'm looking for another whole ice cube in this cup, and I'm not seeing one. I don't know what's going on with my throat lately. It's like I have a little cough, and I'm not sick or nothing. It's just a little winky-dinky cough. Oh, no. Honestly, no. Boiled peanuts are not supposed to be mushy. And you can eat them warm. You can eat them room temperature. You can eat them cold. Now, when we first do them, I eat them warm. And when we do boiled peanuts, we do a lot of boiled peanuts. And then we bag them up and we put them in the refrigerator, and you can have them as your appetizer. And then we also freeze them because we do a lot. We freeze them. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, see, neither one of my children nor my husband really do spicy. Mother does spicy more than I do. I don't do spicy at all. Oh, well, now that sounds interesting, Brian. I've never done that. And see, I probably wouldn't do that because if my daughter's going to eat them, she would not eat them if there was ham hock in it. We just do water and salt, but it takes a lot of salt. And it's kind of like a little, just 10, you might know this, or anybody that's lived in the South. Okay, so peanuts come in the shell, okay. And generally speaking, there's ones, there's twos, there's threes, and there's fours. And when you get a 4 one, it's like winning the lottery. A 4 peanut? Oh, that's like, woohoo! I won the lottery. I want to figure out something to do with the shells. And I keep wondering if I can like incorporate them into my compost. But they have so much salt in them that I just don't know. I'm going to have to investigate that a little bit further. And the chickens love boiled peanuts. Not that they get a very many of them. They only get the ones like that fell on the floor. Really? In Montana? That's funny. I wonder where he got the peanuts from. There was a oh yeah, just 10. I had a number of the 4s over the weekend. I was just tickled pink. And I explained this whole thing to my granddaughter, who thought it was fascinating. There's something I'm gonna tell you. See, I'm old and it just goes. Y'all ever do that? You're gonna say something and then you say something else and then what you originally wanted to say was gone. Oh, I do like, we've got a food truck that hangs out at our Tractor Supply. And they do pizza. And they do a really nice New York style pizza. And this is the other thing. When you buy the peanuts and you're going to cook them, if you've never done it before, please wash them. Please wash them first. Because peanuts grow, that's what I was going to tell you. Peanuts grow in the dirt. So make sure you wash them. Even if they look clean, wash them. My grandmother, Nana's mother, had planted peanuts, field of peanuts. And she had this new neighbor move in. And the new neighbor was a Yankee woman. No offense. And, yes, green peanuts. They have to be green peanuts when you're doing boiled peanuts. She asked my grandmother what it was that was growing out there. My grandmother said peanuts. And the lady would go out there and look at the field every so often. Finally, she comes to my grandmother and she said, I don't understand. When did the peanuts show up? And my grandmother said, well, you can't see them yet. Well, what do you mean you can't see them yet? She didn't realize that the peanuts grew underground like potatoes. And we were little children at the time. And we thought that was the funniest thing we had ever heard in our lives. That woman didn't know peanuts grew underground. But if you've ever had to pull the peanuts off of the vine or plant or whatever you want to call it, it's a pain. It makes you really, really love your peanuts. I did, just 10, I did do peanuts. I did the Virginia, it was a Virginia something or other peanut. Again, I got the seeds at Hoss. And they were big peanuts. They were good. They were really good. But I actually liked them better roasted. But they were big peanuts. I don't know how long a growth cycle for a peanut is. And I don't know what kind of soil. I know that the soil that my grandmother, it was very sandy, very loose, sandy soil. But I've got family up in North Florida who do whole fields of peanuts. Real outdoor living, bless your hearts. Y'all get to bed. Be safe. You know, Brian, I honestly don't know. Because I didn't really pay that much attention to it because, you know, our growth thing is so long. I'd say it takes probably at least 3 to 4.5 months. Probably about the same amount of time it takes a potato. The bunnies do not eat the peanuts because they're underground. Now they will eat the peanut vine or bush when it's young, but they won't mess with it as it gets older. They don't really dig for the peanuts, but they will eat that young plant. Dana, good night. Y'all have a fabulous, fabulous 4th of July, even though Pearlman's got to work. Yeah, I figured your growth season's probably max is 4 months. Oh, I bet the moles and stuff would eat them. I haven't ever had a problem, but I grew them in raised beds, so it wasn't any, you know, I didn't have a problem with that. I ought to send some peanuts to Okie and tell him to get cracking with it. Oh, Pearlman. Ugh. 6 a.m.? You working all night? I'm sorry. You and OVP with your nighttime things. And Hen, well, she's not doing it now, but was. No. When I worked all night, I also still worked during the day. So I had to function on about 4 hours of sleep. I tell you what, that gets old. That gets old real quick. I need to, don't I, Brian? I need to call up Hoss tomorrow and have Okie send some peanuts. I wonder if he could grow them now. I bet he could. See here, this is July, August, September, October. I bet he could. And cotton. Has anybody ever grown cotton? That's another really interesting thing to grow. Just as a, you know, giggles, just to see if you can. And there was something, wheat. We grow wheat up in Ohio. Barley. That's another one I've always thought would be interesting. No, Brian, you are exactly correct. It is horrible for your health. Absolutely horrible for your health. No, I don't miss the go at all. Since I have retired. Ace, yes, I do enjoy the traveling videos, very much so. I grew like 2 things of cotton just to see if I could. And it really is cool, but if you don't have like a what do you do with it? It's a it's kind of like a flower, and you know, with cotton balls inside of it. I don't know how else to describe it. But what do you do with it? You know, and but it gave me a better appreciation to the people who had to pick cotton, because those points on those cotton flowers are prickly, and they will cut the snot out of your hands. Exactly, Justin. I've never done any spinning of cotton. I think it would be neat to do that. And it would be neat to show children, like you said, they are fascinated with the fluffy. And so if you grow it just for the fact to teach them that is where cotton comes from, and this is what people make fabric out of. I love cotton fabric. Well, yes. Uh, I have been known, Mason is right. I have been known to be up at all hours. Now, the rest of my people will sometimes be asleep by 7 o'clock. But I can be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's ridiculous. This is absurd. George Washington Carver, a black scientist from Georgia, revolutionized the peanut in the 1880s, excuse me. And it made peanuts the major cash crop for Georgia over cotton. Well, I didn't know that it outdid cotton, but I did know that about George Washington Carver. Uh, peanuts, peanuts get a bad rap sometimes. I know when my children were young, there was one little girl in the school that was allergic to peanuts. One little girl. So it made the entirety of the school, all 500 students, could not bring peanut butter and jelly to school. No peanut products were allowed in the school. And she had to sit at this one specific table in the lunchroom that they had done all this sanitizing and all this hoo-ha-ha with. Yeah. Oh, what kind of okra was it, Justin? My okra is just doing all kinds of foolishness out there. Okra loves heat, Brian. Okra loves heat. Well, Justin, my granddaughter's school allows peanut butter sandwiches. But and the teachers have not restricted, like, you know how they'll bring in treats for the whole classes. They've not restricted any, but I guess maybe it has to do with if there is a student in the school that has a peanut allergy, then that affects the entire school. And I don't really think that's very fair. And I say this because, there are children who are allergic to strawberries. And so it's like, okay, well, so nobody's ever allowed to bring any strawberry flavored anything or strawberries or anything else. It, you know, it, they can go overboard. Oh, mercy, she projectile vomited. See, I've never known anybody allergic to peanuts other than that little girl that went to school with my kids. Okay, Justin, you had the burpee spineless. I had, oh Lord, Clemson. Does that sound right? Clemson? Oh. Flax. Isn't flax a little teeny tiny little seed? I think it's a little teeny tiny little seed. Huh. That would have been interesting. Oh, okay, Justin. Yeah, the Clemson has done really well for us, and I don't mind the Pope. The thing is sometimes, you have to go out and check your okra every day, and you got to harvest pretty much every day, and you will inevitably miss one, and overnight that thing can grow that much. It's amazing. Uh, TD Knives, hello and welcome. I know I've never been to a flax festival. I've been to a frog leg festival. Well, kind of festivals have I ever been to? I went to that hot dog thing. Nathan's, Nathaniel's, whatever. Well, I can give y'all a little information about a Civil War one. Okay, I think it's in February every year. The Battle of Old Lusty, which is held between Jacksonville, Florida, and Lake City, Florida. Um, it's a reenactment of the Civil War, of a battle that was fought there. And they have people who represent families who had people who were in this battle. Okay. Well, my mama and her sister were in the parade as grand marshals one year because our great 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 grandfather was there, and he was the doctor, and his little doctor kit was in it's now in Texas in a museum. Hey Kane, how are you doing? How are them dogs? Oh, Tim, my basil has lost its mind. It is huge. It is absolutely huge. And I keep cutting it and keep cutting it and keep cutting it. I'm going to make, I think, basil and olive oil. I've been blending it, and I have not added the pine nuts or anything like that. Just basil and olive oil in the blender, and then I put it in ice trays and freeze it. And then so if I want to add basil to a recipe, I can just pull that out and plop it in there, and it's got, like, for Italian dishes and stuff. And then I've also done it where it's just basil and I blended it with just a smidgen of water, because what I want to do with that is put that in the freeze dryer. So that's what I'm doing. I have dried it before and crushed it up, but I think that it is. Oh, he has wonderful, beautiful dogs. Kane has beautiful dogs. You must go on his channel and look at them. They're absolutely beautiful. But the one of the ways you could dry is you put it in a paper bag and put it in your hot car. It's the easiest way. You can do it in the oven. You can do it in an air fryer if you want to do the dried. Yes, it's an easy way to add it to a recipe. Is if it's already done, you don't really have to do anything. Brian, freeze dryers are expensive. Okay, they are expensive. They're wonderful. They're wonderful things. I love it. But the problems with freeze dryers. This is the problems. Okay, they take up a lot of space. They're not small. They now you can plug it into a regular plug, but it's the only thing that I can plug in to that plug, or it will, do a thing. It, well, that's very kind of you, Dana. I appreciate that. And y'all have a blessed and very, very happy Independence Day. But, and you can do that with all your herbs. You can do it with rosemary. You can do it with sage. And that's how I do I blend it up. and put it in the ice cubes and the trays with just a smidgen of water. And then that way, if I'm doing soups or something like that, you just throw it in there. Um, but the ones I do in the freeze dryer, it makes a powder. And that's lovely because it's just like buying the stuff at the store. Um, Justin, I have the Harvest Right, and we got it from Tractor Supply, and it was on sale. Now they'll try to sell you everything but the kitchen sink. I do have some liners for it because it does make easy cleanup. Um, if you're doing kind of messy stuff. Brian, I think it's the most popular because it has been around the longest. Well, hello, Glitchy, welcome back. But as far as freeze dryers, they put off a lot of heat. Um, so it would be great, in the wintertime. It's like a free heater. I mean, you're still paying for the electricity to run it. Um, but yeah, I have good night, Mason. You have a sweet, sweet dreams. Um, yes, is it 10 o'clock? Let me see. Yes, it's 10:01. You're right. Um, but I enjoy my freeze dryer. The other thing is buying the bags. The Mylar bags is a little bit pricey. Yeah. Oh, Lord, yes. When you get to running everything all at one time, unless you're Bill Gates, my stars, you're going to blow something. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna. Um. Oh yes, Vanessa. We can take care of that. We can take care of that. Let's see here. Where are you? Oh, merciful heavens. Oh, well, send me another one, Vanessa. I done lost you. I hate this thing sometimes, don't you know? When it don't want to do what you want it to do. Do y'all have that problem with technology? I have that problem with technology all the time. All message are visible. No, they're not. I'm sitting here looking right dead at it and all visible. Well, the Mylar bags are absolutely wonderful, but that's not what I want. You can also do it in a there you go. You can also do it in jars. You can do it in mason jars. Did y'all know that the Ball Mason people are doing a 250th anniversary of America jar? I don't know how much they are. I want one, but I don't want a whole case. I mean, I do, but I bet they're not cheap. And my husband probably have heart failure if I bought more jars. I don't have a 3D printer. User error, exactly. I'm horrible. Just let me tell you, Kane, I'm horrible. I get aggravated with technology. I don't know what I'd ever use a 3D printer for. I know my son would think it was just, the bees, but I don't know. Just 10, are they really? I might splurge. I didn't mean to go to Walmart. I could send Mama. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just send Mama. Oh no, thank you, Vanessa. Oh, Kane, I love me a Menards. You have no idea how much I love Menards. When we go to Ohio, and we can't bring nothing back because we don't have luggage on the airplane. Because it costs too much. So whatever I buy, I have to leave in Ohio. Okay, and every time I buy jars because I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. And Menards is one of my all-time favorite stores. We go there, and he'll like, do you really want to go to Menards? I'm like, I really do. There's Menards. There's this little Amish type store that sells these knives. I love these knives. And he laughs at me because he's like, well, you can't take it home. I'm like, I know, but I'll have it here. Um, what stores do I like? I don't like any stores. I don't like good stores at all. Period. None whatsoever. I I do like Menards because we don't have one, so it's unique to me. Um, if I'm gonna go to a store, I don't mind particularly going to Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't know why. I mean, it's silly. Um, oh, they have them in quarts and pints. Well, I love quarts, wide mouth quarts. Vanessa, I'm sorry. Our internet went out earlier today. Everything went out. I about had me heart failure because it's hot, and it went beep beep beep, and our TV immediately starts with some wacky doodle noise, and I thought I was gonna die, and then it popped right back on. But see, yeah, I'd buy when I buy them. I try to buy them on sale. Uh, and I have started buying four. What's it called? Four jar lids. I don't know. Anyway, it's a company, and I get emails from them all the time. Um, but they do have a better lid, and the rubber around the inside, it's wider and it's thicker. So I think it gives a better seal. Um, but oh yeah, Brian, I hate it. Oh good Lord, I hate going to Walmart. Uh, hey, Mrs. Middle, how you doing? But I think that 4 jars, yes, that's it, that's it. If I do any meat, I always use the 4 jars lids. If I do expensive vegetable, okay, now when I say expensive vegetable, uh, asparagus, it's an expensive vegetable. I use the 4 jar lids. I will use your regular lids, ball and so forth. Um, all my regular stuff, green beans, taters, stuff like that. Uh, but I when it comes to that meat, I just really want that really good seal because um, it's so expensive. You don't want that to spoil. Now, if I lose a jar of, you know, corn, it's not that big a deal. Um, yes, everybody, put your channels on there because I don't know how to do it. And now, Vanessa, obviously, Vanessa, thank you very much for doing this. It's fabulous that you're doing this. Brian, sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Y'all be kind to each other and have a great 4th of July. Um, no, Glitchy, I have known Vanessa for a very long time, and she has been one of my original uh, moderators, and she's just switched her channel, so I had to update her. That's all that is. Um, oh, Kane, that sounds wonderful. I love asparagus. And it's really good for you. And so I will can asparagus, which makes it kind of mushy, which is not my favorite way to have it. And then I also freeze dry asparagus. But my favorite way to have asparagus is in a saute pan cooked with bacon. Mm, delicious. But I do love asparagus. And I freeze asparagus. Well, I have been looking on the, banks of the ditches and stuff around here about the elderberries. But I've not really found any. But I'm keep looking. And I want a moringa tree. Exactly, Kane. Well, and garlic. I do love garlic. I made some sauteed mushrooms the other day. And I don't cook that often anymore because uh I just don't. My husband likes to cook. And anyway, I did the mushrooms. And my mother said, "Oh, these are so good, Dwayne. These are really good." I didn't say nothing. And he's like, "What?" Because he had cooked the steak and stuff. And she said, "The mushrooms." And he had to say, "Oh, I didn't make those." I felt kind of bad because he usually does. But I had made them. I love mushrooms with a little bit of onion, some garlic, and I like them to have just a little bit of a not a char per se, but a little bit of a, and I use butter and bacon grease. Yeah. Roll call. Welcome in. It's late for you. What are you doing up so late? Um. Yes, that is Brian's main channel, and they have just reached their ability to be monetized. So this is a very good thing for them for Have Fun in Nature. Um, Roll call. Were you able to ever do any work, or did it just rain, 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 rain on you? Well, isn't the moringa? I'm new to it, so I don't know. Isn't it the one that you can use for quite a few medicinal purposes? Just 10. I guess I could try to grow it in a giant pot. We, oh, um, my husband asked me that the other day or yesterday, Ohio. He said, "What time are we meeting at Mrs. Yoder's?" I don't know. We can meet around lunchtime. I'm free the whole day, so you tell me. It don't really matter to me. Um, well, it's 10:13, and you do a lot of work during the day. Roll call. That's my husband's in bed already because he does physical labor. Oh, so you didn't do all that much work, so you got plenty of energy to stay awake tonight. Um, oh, what do you say, around lunchtime or what's good for you and the missus? Well, that's what just said. That's what I had noticed that it was a totally edible plant, and I'm like, well, you know what? We need more plants like that. Something that could help us survive if we had to. That sounds fabulous. Let me write this down. Cause I doubt I'll forget, but I'm gonna write it down anyway. Um, Oh, Lord. Let me get my little notepad. Got a big notepad this time. Okay, 11 OVP Mrs. Yoder. There we go. Now I won't forget. I have to write everything down or I'll forget. I don't have a tractor. Pearlman, you should come when we're there. And we're going to go back sometime in the fall because he's already told me he wants to see the fall crops come off. Well, roll call, when was all that rain? I could have swore I watched it rain on your video. Thank you, Ohio. Oh, yeah, I think that might have been because it's Thursday, Pearlman, that we're going. But that's this time. But I'm saying next time we come up to Ohio, which who knows, you know, he was fussing today about the rent-a-car because, you know, every time we get a rent-a-car, he fusses about it. So that was his, it was rained over the weekend. Okay, well, I'm not that far off. It's only Tuesday. He does not like to have a foreign vehicle as a rent-a-car. Oh, that sounds lovely, Ohio. Now, have you met these people? Because I'm thinking it's going to be a hoot and a half for us to all get together. I mean, we're all going to know what you look like. And like, she'll know. I know who. I think I'll be able to pick them out. We're looking at used, very inexpensive vehicles for my daughter, or possibly giving her our old truck if she decides she wants to learn to drive. Vehicles are expensive. Oh, so this will just be an entire spin the wheel of who's who. Well, Pearlman, see, that's what I think. We should all rent Mustangs. I'll bring mine. Oh my, well that'll be fun. You think she'll be able to spot us, Billy? Do you think she'll be able to go, oh, that's them? That's them. She might just walk in and turn around and walk back out. We've rented all kinds of vehicles, Pearlman. All kinds of vehicles. The worst one was a Jeep that you could take the top off, and if that thing was so uncomfortable, it was terribly uncomfortable. And I don't, okay, now I don't mean this to sound the way it's going to sound, but I love a Corvette the way they look, but I do not like getting in and out of them. I'm too old and fat to get in and out of a, oh, it's Friday. Well, see, I just know it's the 17th. I'm making sure. It's already in my book, but I'm making sure. But I don't like getting in and out of them. And I don't really like getting in and out of those trucks that are really, really up there. It's like I have to slide out of it. I love our truck. But I like the little thing that comes out and lets you step down, little step down thing. If you don't have like those, you see these young people and they got those jacked up things, and I'm like, how in the devil do you get in and out of that? We used to have a Jimmy, and it was a big old 4-wheel drive Jimmy. It was older, and I was pregnant, and oh my word, I had the worst time getting in and out of that truck. I'd have this little step, and I had a rope on the little step, and I'd throw that step down there, and then I could get down, and then I'd pull it up. You know, when I got in, if I got in it, I had to pull it up and put it in. Oh, that was a pain. Mercy. It was okay when I wasn't pregnant. And I didn't like putting the kids in it either. Well, see, yes, I had to throw my youngins in the back of a Jimmy. And it was like you had to crawl in there and like finagle putting them in a car seat, especially when they had to sit backwards. Oh, it's too much trouble. Too much trouble. Well, yes, because your wife's a tiny little thing, Ohio. She's got to crawl up into that van. The woes of being a short woman and the woes of being a short, fat woman are even more. But I know that's my own fault. Short is not my fault. But we're really looking forward to it. We're looking forward to obviously the food, but we're also looking forward to getting to meet everybody face to face. I think that'll be fun. Oh, well, see, now that's just fancy, just 10. They have car seats now that spin and face the door now, so it's easier to buckle them in. Well, ain't that something? They did not have that stuff when my youngins was young. And when I was young, we didn't sit in car seats. They just threw us in the back seat. My mama had a, oh, what was it? I think it was a bug. I think it was a beetle bug. And she had a quilt, and the seats were folded down. And no, the seats were up, but she had a piece of wood that fit over the seats and over the floorboard. And she'd put a quilt on there, and she'd just throw me and my sister back there. I think we will have a good time, Ohio Valley. I think we will. Yes, when we had a station wagon, I can remember when we lived in Kentucky. We lived in Kentucky just briefly, but we lived in Kentucky and we were on the way to the horse races. And it was my mama and my daddy, and I had 2 uncles, and they were in the, the second seats. And my sister and I were just thrown in the back on a quilt with a picnic basket. And my dad hit a piece of ice or something. Anyway, we went over the mountain in Kentucky, and we did the, twirly, really, 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 but we landed on the 4 tires. But we had fried chicken all over that car. And I can remember when we got out, it was like a scene from Deliverance, really. And yes, there are seatbelts on buses now. But those people said, well, you're the third wreck we've had land in our yard. So apparently that was a very easily place to go. Oh yeah, we rode in the back of a truck, roll call. When I was a kid, we rode in the back of the truck all the time. It was fun. We'd have all my cousins and stuff. We'd sit in the back of that truck and we'd just sing and sing and sing. We thought we were just really, really something. Glitchy, do I have anything new growing? I am trying to root some things, but I don't have anything particularly new growing. It's just too hot. So it's just unbearable hot. Oh, Alaska Critter Camp, honey. Has it been hot enough for you? Alaska Critter Camp actually lives in my little town, but has some beautiful, beautiful footage of Alaska critters on his channel. So go to his channel because they're really neat. Well, my car said it was 102, and my husband said the heat index was 102 today. So I don't know how hot it actually got, but it was hot. Just said, yeah, exactly. Uh, oh, now we didn't have to ride in the back of the truck like to go to church. I mean, we rode in the car to go to church. But when we were with all my cousins and stuff, especially in North Florida, it was the mode of transportation to see how many people you could fit in the back of a truck. Yeah, Ohio, like I said, my husband, he just keeps looking at that thing that on his phone about how hot it is up there in Ohio because he's about to have stroke thinking that, it was going to be that hot when we're there, but it's not supposed to be that hot while we're there. And if it is, it will change dramatically what I do. Because like I said, I'll probably sitting in the bed with the air conditioning blowing on me. Oh, Glitchy, no, I cannot imagine tent camping or doing the kind of camping that Ohio Valley does in this kind of heat. No, 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 no. Oh, Alaska Critter Camp. You have got to be kidding me. Now, see, the water, I don't know if y'all have a pool, but our pool is getting it's kind of warm. And the beach water was actually last week was quite warm. Really? You have to be 16 or older to ride in the back of a truck. Wow. Well, it wasn't that way back in the, 70s. That would have been about 70s, about the time frame that I was been riding around in the back of a truck. No, it was too hot today, Alaska. It was too hot. I don't want to be no hotter. But that's the thing. You hear people like, I went to Home Depot today, and the lady in front of me was complaining about the heat, and she's from somewhere up north. And I was like, well, this is not our hot season. Our hot season is actually, August and the first part of September. And she looked at me as though I was a demon spawn. But it's the truth. Glitchy, I love my pool and I love a hotel or resort with a pool. Yes, Alaska Critter Camp. When I was there last week, it was extraordinarily clear. And I know when they placed the flag at the boiler in Vero, when was this? It would have been last week. It was like really super clear. And my sister paddleboards, and she said, yeah, you could see the fishies and the stingrays and the sea turtles and all that fun stuff. So I love it when it's like that. And it was really calm when I was there. Exactly, just 10. We on the preheat setting on our oven. That's the truth. That is the honest to Pete truth. But you know what? And now my mother, she's older than dirt, and she said, I don't think it was this hot when I was a kid. And, I have to kind of sometimes agree with her. I don't think that it was this hot this early. Now we definitely had some heat going, but I don't think it was this hot. But that's the cycle of weather. You know, the simple truth of it is throughout the course of history, the cycle of weather changes. Now, I'm talking like large history, not little history, large history. Well, for the most part, nor do I just tend. But if I'm on that board, I don't mind so much. However, I do, what's my next video? I will not know what my next video is until I do it tomorrow. Because I don't ever pre-plan much. I just kind of randomly do whatever. Sorry about that, Glitchy, but that's just the way I roll. Uh, Oh, I'm glad that. Oh, that was very nice. That was very nice that they fixed that. I have a cousin who just got a job at a resort in Anchorage. He's a chef, and in fact, he just got there yesterday. I think it is. He's young. Oh no, I don't want. Yeah, no, I would not want the shark of any kind of shark nibbling on anything that was on my person, particularly on me. You know, um, we were on. Well, I say we. I was not on the jet ski, but my son and my husband were on the jet ski down in the Keys one year, and they were fishing. If you've never fished from a jet ski, it is quite enjoyable. Anyway, they were fishing, and my son caught a shark. And it was a pretty good sized shark, and it really actually scared the bejeebies out of him. Oh yes, glitchy. Air conditioning, a nice cold drink, and definitely gotta have the windows closed if you got the air conditioning on. Oh my. 55 on the critter cam? Oh my. See, I would love that. My husband and my mother would be freezing, but I would love it. I like those nice 70-degree days. They're right up my alley. And then it can get cold at night, because I like it nice and cold at night. That's why my husband still has the electric blanket right next to him. Well, Justin, we have a kayak too. We got one of them kayaks. It's a Hobie that you pedal, and it's a tandem. It's a two people one, and it's a fishing one. Um, and I'll take it. I'll go in the lagoon, but I wouldn't go on the ocean in no kayak. That ain't happening. I don't. To be quite honest, I don't really like boats in the ocean. Now, I know that sounds silly. I like a nice little flats boat, kind of hang out in the lagoon. I don't mind that at all. But I'm not really an ocean voyage person. Exactly, roll call. That sounds like perfect weather. No, Vanessa. No, I'm not coming to Arizona to visit you at 115. No. You take a kayak out in the ocean, just 10. No, no. I got hair in my mouth. Well, just don't like heat. I guess I just don't do heat. Now, that's not to say that when I'm in the pool, I'm fine with the heat. And it's so funny because I have to put sunscreen on the grandbaby because her mama has a hissy fit if you don't. And that's fine. And she's always asking me, well, Granny, why don't you put on sunscreen? It's like, well, baby, Granny has never been a big sunscreen person. I just don't. Never have. Oh well, yeah, Vanessa, you're not used to humidity, and so if there's moisture in the air, it's a totally different experience than that dry heat that you have. Oh yeah, just 10. It's like literally. I mean, it's the sun is coming up when I go out there. And this is the hard part. Okay. You've got that time frame where the sun's just coming up, the mosquitoes come out. Or the sun's just going down, the mosquitoes come out. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So I've kind of gotten it down to about 7 o'clock in the morning. I can go out there, do a little piddling around, doing things. I really need to pull weeds, but I'm like, it's so hot. And I need to clip a few things that just need to be clipped and gotten rid of. But laziness. Just laziness. Vanessa, you're so sweet. You are just too sweet. Thank you. Yeah, heat. Just heat. Well, we had to pay for a room for my daughter until we could get the air conditioning fixed up there last night because it was over 100 degrees at the house, and she's like, Mom, I can't do this because she just got there from Wisconsin, so she was dying. She was just dying. But I don't know what people do who don't have air conditioning. I mean, honest to Pete, I don't even know anybody that doesn't have any air conditioning. I mean, maybe I do and just don't realize it, but I really don't. It's very kind of you, Vanessa. So what are y'all, Vanessa? What y'all doing? Get you what you doing. Roll call. What are you gonna do for 4th of July? The YouTube has a mind of its own, Vanessa, but I know you know that. Okay, roll call. That's just horrible. You don't have air. Okay, but didn't you just say it was only like 57 there? No, that was Alaska Critter Camp. How hot is it there? Do you have a fan? Well, see, Ohio, I don't think we're gonna leave the house up in North Florida for the actual 4th. We had talked about maybe going down to the river house. My cousins have a river house. But I don't think we're even gonna do that because crazy people. Plain and simple, crazy people. I think that's glitchy. I think that's what we're going to do. We're not going to light no fireworks because we're in a burn ban in the state of Florida. Or a lot of the state of Florida. But we're going to cook out and just enjoy being with family. I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, please. Don't you get tired of countries blaming each other for things that are just ridiculous? Well, yes. I have one of those big old jugs, and I do it with the hydration. I do it with water the first time, and then the second time I do it with the hydration water, and then the third time it's just regular water that I just sip on. But I gotta pee all the time. It's pitiful. It is pitiful. In fact, the other day when we were coming home from North Florida and my sister was driving, we were driving along there, and I said, I got to pee, you've got to stop. And she did. Well, the second time I said it, she did not stop. I don't think she quite understood, because she's never had no youngins. Ooh, roll call. I'd be living in front of that fan. Oh, Vanessa, I know what you're saying, honey. There are, okay, Mondays, Vanessa, Mondays are my days because everybody goes to work or school, or the grandbaby goes back to her mama on Mondays. Now, I can deal with just her if she were here, but it's all these other people. Sometimes it's just nice just to sit in the quiet, read a book, do nothing. I noticed they did that whole dome thing over the middle, and then it was kind of jumping along, moving along to the east. Um, and the sad part is, like roll call, there are people who do not have air conditioning and do not know how to maintain keeping themselves hydrated. Very key. It's the key. Hydration. Spritzer. You can spritz yourself with some water and sit in front of a fan and you will be fine. You know, as long as you're staying hydrated. And I feel really bad for really old people and really young people. 78. 78's a lovely temperature. I guess maybe it cooled down that much because of the rain. Mama, honest to Pete. Okay, our in the house, the main air conditioner is on 78. Now, we have an air conditioner for the bedrooms. Okay, different. Mama don't. She don't have she has air conditioning, but she doesn't want it on in her room. She's crazy. And she will sit there in her chair with her little moo-moo thing on and wrapped up in a blanket. It's ridiculous. Vanessa, I fully understand a vacation from family. Just 10, how far are you going to get with your vacation? I don't think you're going to get very far. Well, that's it, roll call. You go sit where it's cool and you can cool yourself off. And this is the thing. People don't understand. If you can get your points, cooled down. Here, your armpits, your groin, your feet, sometimes your head, depending. You got to be careful about the head part, though. But you got to keep yourself cool and hydrated. Well, I'm sure it does, because Vanessa, because y'all get those extreme temperatures all the time. When we were up visiting with family, the other family had come in from Albuquerque, and they were discussing heat and stuff, and the fact that they don't ever get rain and this and that, and it is. It's just a totally different way of life. It does. If you but you have to be careful. If you're too hot, and you just pour cold water on your head, you can kind of mess up a little bit. But if you just pour like room temperature water over your head, you're all right. But I see people with them put a cooler of ice water, and you don't want to do that on your head. But you can put, cool ice water, ice packs, what have you, on, the pressure points. And just wear appropriate clothing. Not to be naked. Don't run around in a hoochie mama outfit, but appropriate clothing is very important. Um, Cotton, breathable clothing. And now they make those. They're synthetic, but they're and my husband wears them when he goes fishing. But you can get it wet. It'll get wet. You can sweat, and then it just dries really fast. I don't know what they're called. And then sometimes if it's really, really cold or really, really hot, take your shoes off. I don't wear shoes. I mean, I wear flip-flops a lot, but I don't wear shoes. Okay, Ohio, you're crazy. Crazy as a Bessie bug. Quit drinking hot coffee in 117 degrees. You're gonna fall out. Lord have mercy. Did I ever tell y'all about me falling out? I fell out at the Walmart one time. This has been a long time ago. This is back when I used to go to the gym. That tells you it was a long time ago. I had gone to the gym and worked out. And my kids were in school. And I had not stayed hydrated. And I had gotten overheated because it was very hot out. And I went to the Walmart and I just fell out. I passed out at the Walmart. Now, talk about embarrassing. Luckily, there was a guy who came and, hey, Tink, or Tiny, how you doing? There was a guy who was a paramedic from North Carolina, and he watched me just crumble. And he stayed with me until the ambulance got there. And they sent me to the hospital where they gave me the IVs and all this and that. But this is why I'm so insistent on telling people stay hydrated, stay hydrated, stay hydrated. Yes, I passed out at the Walmart. Now, see, this is the thing. I was fine. I was perfectly fine after I got the fluids. But the thing to me is people don't realize, my mama don't realize it sometimes that they don't drink enough. And I have to say, Mama, you need to drink more. Or I just go in the kitchen and get her some and bring it to her and say, drink this. Because she takes little teeny sips, okay? When she takes a drink, she'll drink that much. When I take a sip, a drink, I drink that much. I mean, it's amazing. It's just, Squirrel, hello, good evening. How you doing? Well, I don't know if I was heat exhaustion or what it was. Glitchy, thank you so much. Me and the grandbaby picked it out. Glad you're doing fine, Squirrel. That's good. Well, Ohio, you're a rare breed. You're a very rare breed. And like I said, that one time I did go to Vegas, I had to go take a shower to be able to breathe comfortably. Yes, Vanessa, Squirrel's a sweet, sweet man. Hey, did y'all see about the Mint printing the 250th anniversary quarters? And they're going to randomly select where they're going to put them out, okay? And they're only going to print 250,000 of them. Thought that was kind of interesting. Abigail, hey honey, how you doing? Y'all, Vanessa is a sweetheart. She's a Johnny on the spot. You know, I love looking at Abigail's and squirrels and Tiny and Ohio. Now, Ohio Valley, his little monogram thing does not really tell us a lot about him. His is still very, very mysterious. Uh, Vanessa's is pretty because she a pretty little thing. And roll call, that's his cabin. I mean, and it's a beautiful cabin. If y'all have never been there, if you've never seen it, and now he's got that wood saw that is just a phenomenal. It is amazing. I bet you if my husband had that thing, he'd be out there chopping down every tree we own. I know he would. He'd be out literally. We've got woods behind our house. He'd be out there just a chopping them things off. CL, good night, sweet dreams, and stay cool and hydrated, sweetie. Yeah, I should go to bed myself, shouldn't I? Yeah, I got to be up and get that baby in the morning after I've taken care of the plants. But like I said, my stuff has petered out. It really has. The tomatoes are still doing all right, but I had a lot of them split from too much water. I had too much water 2 weeks ago. Oh, the auroras, that's cool. So did you actually take that picture, Ohio Valley? Oh God, Abigail, yes, it's hot in Florida. It's ridiculously hot. In fact, I think they should put a big old sign. Too hot to visit. I see people going to Disney World and all these kind of things this weekend. I'm like, oh no, not just no, but hell no. No, not happening. Oh no, yeah. What? Well, see, and I'm not high on changing stuff myself. You know, it's like once people recognize, it's like when they change the name of a street. Makes me so mad when they change the name of a street. Grown up with the same name of it all my life, and now all of a sudden you're gonna change it to something different. I hate that. You're getting a fire ant, Abigail? Nichols, hello, hello, and welcome in. Are you doing any better now? I know earlier today you were having a rough time of it. Well, this one right here is a 4X. But, you know, it depends on who makes the shirt. Oh, just 10. It is ridiculous. First of all, those parks have gotten ridiculously priced. But also, do those people not realize you're going to pay like $6 for a bottle of water? Now, if you have, you can go in at Disney anyway. You can go in and ask any of the restaurants for a glass of water and they'll give it to you. They have to. But if you've got your own little water bottle, they do have refill stations. But if you do not and you are going to buy water at the park, cha-ching. It's ridiculous. Oh, Squirrel, you've been working a lot? Yeah, my husband's been working a lot too. they're kind of doing a remodel and shifting buildings and all this stuff, and he has to do all the, it's a lot of work for him. A lot of work. He comes home kind of grumpy. That's why it's nice that he's going to be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 6 whole days. Oh, you work at a car dealership. Nice. Glitchy, tell the kitty cat we said hey. My cat is in there, and I will guarantee you she is on the pillow right next to my son. Yeah, Ohio's going to be, we're going to get a call here soon that Ohio is falling out from the heat at work. Well, let me ask you this, Ohio. When you get home, can you just fall right to sleep, or do you have to have some decompression time? Just 10. Yeah, we got our kitty cat for the kids, for my granddaughter. We had one when my kids were young, it was the best kitty in the world. And my daughter has a kitty cat now. But if it's just up to me, no more pets. Pets that they take care of and they have to deal with, that's fine. But after my dog goes, that's it. Not getting no more pets. I don't want no more chickens. I don't want no more dogs. I don't want no more nothing. As Mama says, I don't want anything that eats and poops. No. Okay, so you walk the dog, take a shower, and then you're out. I envy that, Ohio. Mine's a whole process. I have to like wind down, and it's a process. I don't like it. Now, my husband's like you. He comes in, he will either cook dinner or eats dinner and takes a shower and goes back there, and he'll turn the TV on for a little bit, just a little bit, and go to sleep. Out. Whew. Just 10. This is the reason the chickens, okay? I like having the chickens, but it's very difficult to travel. And Mama can't do the chickens anymore. My son will do them, but he doesn't really like doing them. And so the truth, hey Colleen, welcome in. The truth is, if we are going to be those people who travel up to North Florida and then up to Ohio and spend, a month away from home, who would take care of them chickens? So that's why I'm like, nope, once those go, that's it. Don't want any more. Oh, Glitchy. No, I go to bed and lay there and think of all the world's problems. It is 10. It really is. When I, well, my husband will eat them. If, like, we've had roosters born, and he will eat them. Now, I won't, and I wouldn't eat these that we've got now because, oh, mercy. The oldest ones are probably 5, and the youngest ones are about 2 years old. So they might be a little on the tough side, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. And see, that's the thing. Now, if I could find somebody to rehome them, you know, if it came to that point, I would do that. That I don't have a problem with. Um, but I am not into having to deal with live bird and the whole butchering process and plucking and no, thank you. Not interested. Now, if I were starving to death, yes. If my family were having, you know, yes. But just right now, no, I can still go to the Piggly Wiggly. Not really the Piggly Wiggly, it's the Publix. But I can still go up there and get me a chicken if I want to. Glitchy, what's my favorite food? I don't really have a particularly favorite food. Uh, I mean, I love lobster with good real butter. Uh, I enjoy chocolate in many different forms. Um, I enjoy those good uh red big tomatoes that we've got going right now. A good bacon, lettuce, and tomato minus the lettuce, so bacon tomato sandwich with some good mayonnaise. Um, I like. I tell you what I do like now at Olive Garden, not Olive Garden, Red Lobster. They make those little cheddar biscuits. Have y'all ever had those? They're divine. They're divine. But there's a lot of different things I like. Oh, well, see, I've got all those big tomatoes right now. And we're just eating them right and left. I mean, I had cottage cheese and tomatoes for lunch today. Um, and so yeah, we're having the anything that we can think of to put sliced tomatoes with. Aren't those little biscuits good? In fact, I might make me a tomato pie. Um, because I don't want them to go bad, and I I don't want to can them since we're fixing to leave. Um, and I don't feel like doing that. It's too hot to heat the house up. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yes, I do love a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. And the thing is, I'm a little bit picky about my bacon. I love apple bacon, the applewood bacon, but it it it's easy to burn. One, and it so you have to keep an eye on it really good. Now my husband, he does it in the oven. I do it in the cast iron skillet. But I like the thick cut bacon. I don't like thin cut bacon. Yes. We had zucchini and tomatoes yesterday, and I don't have any yellow squash, but I do love yellow squash. My husband will cook the zucchini on the grill, and I love it that way. I like grilled asparagus too. We were talking about asparagus earlier, and I like grilled asparagus as well. I've got some asparagus in the refrigerator, which we've got to eat up tomorrow because we're leaving on Thursday. Um, my son's so excited. I know that sounds silly, but I mean, he's a grown man, and when we all leave the house, he feels the same way about it as I do. It's like, oh, they're all gone. Um, so I know he's pleased. Um, and he just has to take care of the dog. Well, and the chickens. Yes, zucchini does, but zucchini also you can do uh you can zucchini really easily. But you can zucchini bread, zucchini muffins. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of methods for zucchini. And when I do zucchini and tomatoes. Now, I know there's a lot of people who would think I'm just nuts, but I cut the zucchini and the tomatoes up, and they're raw, and I put them in the can, or not the can, in the jar. Put the lids on them and process them. And I don't process it for very long, you know, uh, 15 minutes maybe in the boiling water. And that's it. Because if I do it too much longer than that, or I try to cook the stuff and then put it in the jar and then process it, it's like it's mush. And I don't like it when it gets to be mush. It's like pickles. And you can have you ever done zucchini in um, pineapple juice? You take your raw zucchini and you cut it up and you put it in pineapple juice and put it in the refrigerator uh, for a couple of days. Now, not huge chunks, but smaller, like sliced, of the zucchini in that. And you take it out the next 3 or 4 days or something like that. Tastes like pineapple. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. The But yeah, there's so much you can do with the a lot of times what I will do is just dice the zucchini fairly small, um, and put it in the freezer and just leave it that way. Um, yes, when we and then that way I can just take out, a cup of zucchini and throw it in a vegetable soup, or you could put it in a stew, or you can hide it kind of in a lot of different things. Um, Roasting it um, in the oven, it's delicious that way. I've seen people they do like a little boat type thing out of the zucchini, and they fill it with Parmesan and stuff. Oh, that one looks good too. Yes, I have one of those too, where it makes it the curly Q one. That's the one the grandbaby likes. She likes the curly Q one. Um, but yeah, zucchini is one of those multifaceted, shall we say, um, all-purpose vegetables. Um, I like zucchini and onion, just sautéed with some butter. It's delicious. Um, in fact, my daughter, the vegan, will eat uh, zucchini, mushroom, um, you know, all this onion, peppers, all this stuff that most people would maybe put into an omelet. She just puts it all in a big bowl, and that's her dinner. Um, I have never had um, zucchini on a pizza, but I bet it could be done and would be quite tasty. I bet you could take a zucchini. I'm just thinking. You could take a zucchini and slice it, not all the way through, but just partially, and put a piece of pepperoni in each one of them little slice places. And then maybe a little wedge of mozzarella and bake it. And then put some Parmesan on top. I bet that'd be really good. My favorite topping on a pizza. Well, I do like a meat lover pizza, but I'm a little bit picky on my sausage. I don't like a ton of fennel in my sausage. But if I had to just pick one topping, I'd probably just go with extra cheese. That's what I get when my grandbaby wants pizza. I just get extra cheese. Doesn't that sound good, Vanessa? I think so too. Now see, uh, Mama and me would eat it, but my husband, he probably wouldn't eat it. I've got some peppers growing. Uh, they're gonna be. It looks to me like they're probably gonna be yellow peppers. It's some kind of rainbow package or the seeds. So it's starting to turn a little bit yellow. So I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be a yellow one. Either that or it's starting to rot. My husband loves onion. Absolutely loves onion. Justin, hello. Uh, well, see, I cook, but not, my husband does most of the cooking. Like I made beef stew, not last night. Um, but in general, he does most of the cooking. And I don't eat a lot of frozen, processed food. I try to eat as much real food as possible. Um, yeah, my husband, and he puts it on everything. He puts onion and ketchup on everything. I think there's something wrong with him. Like, I have to buy those big, giant bottles of ketchup, not the little piddly. That would last a meal. I got to buy the big boys, and I buy them 3 at a time. There is one of those frozen pizzas that Mama and I have gotten from the Walmart, but it's that real deep dish Chicago style pizza, and I tell you what, it's pretty good. Justin, my grandbaby loves ranch. She does her chicken in ranch, and she loves ranch, French fries in ranch. Yeah, she does like sweet, barbecue sauce, like Sunny Sweet. She likes that. Um, oh no, there's nothing wrong with you. No. Yeah, I like a nice homemade ranch. Our Woody's barbecue place, they make a homemade ranch that's excellent. I don't know that I've ever had DiGiorno's. Glitchy, I love a good mayonnaise. I generally, if I'm going to buy it, I buy Duke's. The, now my husband, he only likes, for salad dressing, it's the red, I don't remember what it's not Catalina, but it's like Catalina. Yeah, I'm not a big condiment person either. I mean, they have their place. Um, Now, when you eat a hot dog, if you're cooking it on the grill, Mother and I like them to be almost burnt. Now, my husband thinks that's just crazy. Uh, I have made my own mayonnaise, but I really do like the the Dukes. Now, my husband likes Miracle Whip. Oh, well, see, I'm trying to stay away from sugar, Vanessa. We went out to eat the other night. Grandbaby was with us, and she said, Granny, this is the best mac and cheese I've ever had. So, of course, when the waitress came by, I said, please let the chef know that she has said this is the best macaroni and cheese she has ever had. And she is quite the connoisseur of macaroni and cheese. And she said, well, I can tell you what the secret ingredient is. I said, okay, I'd love that. Sugar. Really? They put macaroni and cheese in the sugar in the macaroni and cheese? Are you trying to kill the children? Lord have mercy. Isn't that crazy, Vanessa? It's like you were trying to addict them. I've never heard of it myself. I was like, no. Of course, Justine. No wonder she thought it was the best one she'd ever had. I'm like, good gravy. I should have tasted it. Lord have mercy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think of macaroni and cheese as more of a savory, not a sweet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. My grandbaby, she loved her some macaroni and cheese, and she does like a hot dog, but it's basically just warmed up. To be honest, she don't like it cooked very. She don't like the lines on it. She'll tell Grandpa, "I don't want lines on my hot dog." Uh, and then she she ate the ketchup. The other day we were in the pool, and I got hungry, and my husband come out there. And I said, "Do we have any hot dogs?" And he said, "Yeah." So he cooked up some hot dogs on the grill, and he brought out a plate with some ketchup on it. And so my grandbaby and I ate hot dogs in the swimming pool. She thought that was just fabulous. So he goes back in the house. And so he left me out there with this plate and had ketchup on it. So she says, well, Granny, what are we going to do with this ketchup? I said, I don't know. What do you want to do with it? She said, well, can I eat it? And I said, sure, you can eat it. She said, can I eat it like the dog? I don't care. So she licked that ketchup off that plate. And then she says, how are we going to wash it? I said, well, I don't know, honey. And so we've got them things that you like can pull it and it squirts water. Okay, like a squirt gun, kind of, sort of. So she says, well, can I wash it with this? So I said, sure, but you have to wash. So I held the plate outside the pool, and she shot the ketchup off of the plate. And I brought it back. She looked, she said, see, it's clean now. I'm like, well, yeah, but we'll put it in the dishwasher when we get in the house. She thought she had really done something. Children are so easily entertained. And the thing of it is, she will remember forever that her granny let her eat hot dog in the swimming pool. I let her eat popsicles in there all the time because we have a stove, or not a stove, a refrigerator out by the pool. And so she'll say, can I have a popsicle? It's like, of course you can have a popsicle. You don't grill your steaks? I love a grilled steak. We grill steaks, pork chops, shrimp, corn. My husband grills a lot. Lots of vegetables. Well, see, that was it. There really wasn't any ketchup left on the plate, but she just thought it was funny as all get out that she could shoot it with that squirt gun thing. They're so funny. And let them be kids, you know. I love my mama to death. I do love my mama to death. But sometimes she's a little bit critical. You know, a little bit critical. She's a little heavy on the nose. And I'm like, you might just want a little back off. Let her enjoy being a little youngin'. Just, not that you don't give them responsibility. They need responsibility. She's 7 now. You know, she knows how to do dishes. She knows how to clean a bathroom. I don't make her do these things. I'm just teaching her to do these things. The vacuum cleaner, sweeping, mopping. You know, we bake every time she comes. We bake. Oh, Lord, no, exactly, just 10. They do not need to be, and quite honestly, I can only watch Bluey for so long. And and there are a few things that I refuse to watch. I refuse to have them on the television. Um, and even sometimes if she's watching it, I watch it with her because I will not necessarily critique, but I will say like, uh, well, it's not that I don't like Bluey, Chili and Bingo, and I don't. It's not that I don't like them. It's that after a while, the racket of it, the noise of it, will get to me. Um, and sometimes the way that the children kind of they kind of mean to the daddy sometimes. Have you ever noticed? I mean, they're not being purposely mean, but what they're doing, I'm thinking, if I'd done that to my daddy, I'd have been across the room. Now they're not doing it in a malice way, but it's just okay. Well, you really probably children shouldn't be doing that to the daddy. Um, it's kind of like okay, I loved and it cracked me up. Everybody loves Raymond. Okay, now I wouldn't let the grandbaby watch that, but um, they demean the man. They make it out like he's just the village idiot. And granted, Raymond was somewhat of a village idiot at times, and a lot of what was going on was very realistic. Uh, but they portray people in such a light that you're just going, "Oh my stars and garters!" Um, oh, chores are so important. And you can start children off with chores when they are very, very young. One of the chores that the grandbaby does is she helps me pull weeds. Now, does she pull the wrong thing? Well, yeah. Not very often, but sometimes. She's very good at helping me seed save. She loves to cook. She likes to put the dishes in the dishwasher and she likes to put them away to the ones that she can reach. She loves to set the table, um, fold laundry. Now, granted, the laundry's not going to be folded the way I would want it done, but it's folded to her. You know, I show her, and she's trying to do it the way I do it, and she's trying to do, the process. Uh, it's not going to be perfect. She's 7. The other thing that I have her do is I have her write thank you notes to people. When people do kind acts for her or so forth, uh, I have her write a thank you note and draw a little picture. Uh, it's important for children to learn manners and skills. They're a lot smarter than people want to give them credit for. And teach them some safety things. If the house is burning down, where do they need to go to be safe? Just basic stuff. Just basic stuff. All right, y'all, I've been jabbering along for way too long. Y'all have a great night. Have a blessed 4th of July. And most of all, show graciousness to people, kindness to people, and enjoy life. Be with those that you care about. It's important. Just 10, you're exactly right. They need to know to throw their trash away. They need to know how to collect the trash up. It's important. Life skills, it's important. Y'all, good night. and many blessings. And thank you very, very much. Talk to you later. Bye bye.